The rain has kind of picked up the pace here for the weekend. A few more rounds for tonight, and going into tomorrow, we start it all over again. Now tonight, we will start to see that rain fade away, but I want to bring your attention to this flood watch. This is for Citrus and Hernando counties. That doesn't mean that we can't see flooding elsewhere, but the conditions are greatest for flooding to occur in these two counties. Why? Well, number one, they've had a lot of rain over the last couple days. Number two, they're getting more rain thanks to a southwesterly wind that's going to drive that moisture right into that region. All right, let's get into radar, kind of looping things here over the last few hours. We had that all that moisture that's out in the Gulf linger and push its way slowly onshore. We said that during the 4 o'clock show. Heads up, we would have a couple scattered showers. It's exactly what happened. A few downpours out there, though, from time to time. You can see one that's moving on the eastern edge of Pasco County. As we zoom in here to Hillsborough County and Pinellas County, more of a lighter rain. We did have a brief downpour right on top of our station. And that's the way that's going to go. Basically, we're looking at much of this for tonight. Tomorrow, we will have a few more rounds of that heavier rain like we saw this morning in parts of the region. Let's go ahead and look at that weather impact alert. So nothing really has changed here. It's just been day by day. We've been adding those days, just kind of going how the weather wants to cooperate. And for tomorrow, it's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that was the same time that we had for today. The impact is also the same, the rounds of rain, the flood threat, and what you need to do, make sure you stream, have a backup plan. We have on our app a little reflectivity that you can track the weather yourself. So make sure you have all those things in place because it is weekend and we don't want anybody caught off guard. This isn't a severe weather threat. It's a flood threat, which can be categorized as severe weather, but it's not thunderstorms where we have to worry about lightning all the time and gusty winds. It's really that flood threat that we want to drive that message home. So that area highlighted in the yellow, that's a slight risk for flooding. Again, that includes Pasco, Hernando, and Citrus counties. What we want you to pay attention to when we talk about numbers, potential numbers, 2 to 4 inches is a good range. Don't pay attention to the numbers so much because these models will flip-flop back and forth. What you do want to pay attention to, however, would be that contour, that color, that darker hue of red. That's showing you that we are expecting the heaviest rain thanks to that southwesterly wind across the portions of those coastal areas especially, but more so Citrus County, Pasco County, Hernando County. These are areas that will really get that rain closer to US 19. Futurecast, looking at this for tonight, this is within the next hour. We have that persistent rain, continues into about 9 o'clock, kind of pushes out to the east there, so allowing Polk County, Hardy, DeSoto, Highlands to get a quick drink of water. Moving into 11:30 tonight, things will start to fade away. Then we get a break. Into tomorrow morning, this is our in-house model showing that rain hitting off early in the morning, 4:30. That lingers into about 8 a.m. And then here we are lunchtime, and it just keeps coming. But you notice most of that is up to the north. You will see the same thing here for high resolution model. It does have a little bit of a different tweak on the timing, but there it is. Rounds of rain coming and going throughout the morning. Here we are, 7 a.m. tomorrow. That shows it a little bit heavier close to Hillsborough and Pinellas County. Here we are lunchtime and going into about 3 o'clock. So the message here is we will have those persistent rounds of rain as long as this pattern's in place. We do have a change as we move into this upcoming week. Around Tuesday, Wednesday timeline, we basically get into our regular weather, which means that easterly wind, sea breeze is set up, and the storms really hold off into the afternoon. So tomorrow is really the last day that we have that weather impact alert for now. I don't expect it to be extended into Monday, but I would continue to watch for that flood threat.